Hello and welcome to your full moon reading, Taurus. This month's full moon is in Gemini. It is also known as a cold moon, also known as a super moon. I'm pretty sure it is the second largest super moon this year after the one we had in November. I think it was called the Beaver Moon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was called the Beaver Moon. And this month's full moon is all about communication, narratives. It's in the sign of Gemini. So it's all about what the planet of Mercury means. And the main theme we are looking at is what you have done over the past 6 to 12 months that warrants congratulations, that warrants celebration. You have worked on your emotions, Taurus. You are currently an emotionally balanced person. You are compassionate. Yeah, we have the King of Cups as well as the moon coming out in the upright. So you have worked through illusions. You have worked through fear and anxiety. You have mastered your emotions, and it was a lot of hard work. It took a lot of persistence. You were tested a lot during the past. Exactly. We have the Nine of Wands as well as the Devil in the reverse coming out. You were tested a lot during the past 6 to 12 months by people, by situations, circumstances, by the world at large, and by yourself is what I'm hearing. You've been at war. Exactly. The Hermit in the reverse. You've been at war with yourself this year, and you've come out stronger than ever before emotionally. When it comes to the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, that really applies to you, Taurus. So congratulations for your resilience, for your strength. You will receive justice. Don't you worry. Truth and clarity will be yours soon. The full moon in Gemini is a time for you to reflect on what you've culminated over the past 6 to 12 months. See what you've lost as well, the progress you have made and the lack thereof. You have lost people on your way to the end here, and you're not even at the end. You are just at how can I say? This is the beginning. This is the end of the beginning. You are now entering the second phase, and you felt unprepared for most of the things that are now coming your way. So, and you felt that intuitively. We have the moon coming out in the upright. Your intuition has been on point this year, Taurus. You have felt intuitively that whatever era is coming next in your life, you are not ready for it emotionally yet. So what you did this year during the past 6 to 12 months, let's say the intentions you set for yourself 6 months ago during the new moon in Gemini are now coming to a close. How did you do? And what the cards are telling me is that the emotional work you have done on yourself has prepared you adequately for the incoming blessings of the next year. We will pull some clarifiers, but what I'm seeing up until now is that you've been playing small up until now. Your emotions were betraying you. You were at war with yourself, but because you have surrendered to a new possibility, a new perspective on feeling things is what I'm hearing. Not just thinking about things, but feeling about things. You have made it possible for these blessings to come your way. You have lost things along the way, though. I am going to confirm that for you here. And you have felt some of the months during this year were some of the hardest during your entire life is what I'm hearing, but you've gotten through it and you've come out stronger than before, and you will get your justice. Also, when it comes to the emotional sphere, you have a new perspective now, though. You view things differently than you did before you developed these new emotions, Taurus. So I'd like to pull one more card from the tarot. Thank you so much. So this one came out horizontally like this, which is always an indicator. To me, I take this as you still have some say in the matter. I know some people throw it and then see if it's in the upright or the reverse. I just felt like I had to clarify this for you. When it comes to giving and taking, this might be something you still have to work on, or this might be something that you still have an influence on when it comes to give and take, emotional give and take. See if this is something you can still reflect on during this full moon, and make sure that you are generous with the people that give back to you, but don't be calculative. This is a really thin rope to balance on when it comes to give and take, and this is something you might still struggle with. So I'm clarifying or confirming that for you. I'll leave him here and move on to the Oracle deck, Taurus, to see if there's any other messages coming through for you. You should be really proud of yourself. It takes a lot. Oh, Jesus, exactly. It takes a lot, and it was really chaotic during this year. I just felt this zap in my heart space when I looked at the Devil in reverse and the Hermit in the reverse, and it really surprised me because it almost sent shivers down my spine. I'm feeling it right now. This kind of isolation, and it's like you're walking in your shadow side, and those are like confronting your own demons and drinking tea with them like you have done this year, Taurus, is not something that most people are capable of doing the way you have. The emotional work you have done this year alone will help you until you're old. So well done. It must have been hard. It must have been hard, but you did it, Taurus. Let's pull some oracle cards as clarifiers. Yes, we have the heart coming out. Your heart knows the truth, Taurus. Are you overthinking a situation? Trust the wisdom of your heart. It will lead you to the most authentic decision. We have the illusion coming out right after this. I will read this before I interpret it. What you see may not always be the full picture. Are you caught up in a false image or misunderstanding? Look beyond the surface and the real truth will reveal itself. So both of these cards are telling you that there's a way that leads to truth. There is a way that leads to authenticity. And with the Six of Pentacles coming out horizontally, meaning neither reversed or upright, I'm sensing that the solution to the issue of give and take, you already know, and you just have to go further within. Reconciliation, yeah. It may be time to reconcile with someone or something. Is there an unresolved issue weighing on you? Taking the first step toward peace will bring inner tranquility and strengthen your future relationships. I'm sensing that, Taurus, the situation that you might have left behind when it comes to emotions. So this could be a romantic connection, a platonic connection. It might come back to you. It might come back to you. It might want to reconcile. You might receive a message, and only you know how to choose. I'm hearing you should follow your heart. So we have honor and healing coming out as well. Respect for yourself and others is key to your growth. Have you felt a lack of respect in some areas of your life? By setting clear boundaries and honoring yourself, the world will follow suit. And healing? You are in the process of healing. Give yourself the time and space you need. Have you been neglecting your emotional or physical health? Prioritize self-care and allow yourself to recover fully. So what I'm hearing right now is that you are the most important at the moment. Do not let yourself be distracted by outward energies. Do not let yourself be distracted by thoughts that circle around other people, past connections, future connections, anything I'm hearing that is connected to the outward social world of conformity. Focus on your own truth. Focus on your own honor. Focus on your own healing. Make sure that while it is important to rekindle connections that might not have run their course yet, to reconcile with people that still have deep feelings for you in any shape or form and are willing to change, while that is important because we need community, it is most important to clear any illusions that you have, reconcile with yourself, and open your heart to your own truth, Taurus. So you are the most important person to yourself. I'll pull some more oracle cards for you because I feel like there's more messages for you from the full moon in Gemini. It's all about, this full moon is all about, like I said, communication. It's making up the world, however you like. Depending on narrative you learn about a different world, you know. When countries are at war, for example, one side learns a different narrative than the other, and it constitutes their entire reality. So knowing that, keeping that in mind, with this full moon, you can manifest your own reality, Taurus. Let's see what came out here. We have self-love. This is just what I said. You are the most important person, Taurus. Right now, self-love is what you should continue focusing on. Spirit is congratulating you for this the most. The work you have done on yourself this year, the past 6 to 12 months, has been tremendously influential when it comes to the rest of your life. So this will influence the rest of your I'm hearing 30 or 40 years, you know. So you've done a lot of work on yourself, and you shouldn't focus on any other people right now. This is just not important. Reflect on the relationship you have developed with yourself, the secret doors you have unlocked within. That's what I'm hearing. Yes, we have emotional release. The emotions you have discovered over these past months, they're yours and yours alone. They're really unique to you. You've developed a really, I'm hearing, interesting relationship to yourself. We have inner journey coming out. So this inner journey that you've been on, Taurus, should be the focal point of your reading. I know it's really tempting to put focus on other people and not want to hear about yourself. You want to hear about relationships or your career or things of the material realm. But Spirit is really telling me to slow down and focus on your emotions, especially anger. And I'm hearing sacral chakra, sexual energy. This is the last card I'll pull. So I'm hearing some of you might have been celibate this year. Is that how you say it? Yes, it's celibate. So you've been abstaining from sexual relationships with others, and it has helped you develop a more healthy relationship to your own anger, to your own emotions in general, Taurus. But your anger has really transformed over the past 6 to 12 months. First of all, it comes in much smaller waves now, is what I'm hearing, and it doesn't disguise itself. You've done a lot of inner work. We have inner work coming out. God brings me ideal situations for my healing, for my inner healing. As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts toward the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage. Thus, I get stronger. This perfectly encapsulates everything I've been saying up until now. All the inner work you have done is now shining outwardly. I'm hearing that the type of relationships that you have said goodbye to over the past 6 to 12 months, they will never, that kind of frequency, you will never magnetically attract that ever again, because that's just not the type of frequency you are emitting. It is very similar to Aries, this reading. You are also learning how to properly identify the emotions you have. Exactly. And you are also being urged to stay in the present moment. So you might be someone that likes to live in the past or the future, but has a hard time living in the here and now. And that is the best moment to be, especially for you, Taurus. It was 1333 on the timer when I just checked. Okay, let me get one more card. Thank you so much. Before I read them all out and end your reading, Taurus. So we have faith, here and now, and peace coming out. I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present and have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe. I swear I hadn't read the card yet. When I talked about the present, future, and this is the most important card here. I am confident I will read it again for you, Taurus. I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present and have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe. Figuring out how you feel, Taurus, figuring out what your emotions mean and when they arise, who they react to, and when they come up, basically, is worth gold in this world that wants your attention and your time all the time. Knowing how to detach from situations, knowing how to accurately name your emotions is a really valuable skill that will help you throughout your entire life. And that is something you have developed this year. It's something to be really proud of. This is reminding me of Saturn return energy. You're incredibly grounded and you should be proud of yourself. The future does not exist and the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I didn't read that either. That is crazy. The future does not exist and the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I have confidence in life again because here, now, there is no danger. Everything happens when my soul is ready. And inner work. God brings me ideal situations. Oh no, that we already read that. I mean, it is an important card. It was the most important card to me, but we already read that. So let's go with the Peace card, which is the last card for your reading, Taurus. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. Going within this past year, being in hermit mode, making sure that you are not bound to anything, that you are untethered from the things affecting you emotionally the most. It's almost like the opposite of exposure therapy. You have removed yourself from situations and you have removed situations and people from you and have begun emitting a frequency that only you hear yet. Because you are not inviting, this is really abstract and picturesque language, but you are not inviting anyone to listen to your own frequency yet. But the louder you become in this energy that you're currently cultivating, the harder it will be for the right people to avoid it, and they will come towards you. But this time it's the hard people. It's not people that you have to say goodbye to. So this is really beautiful. You should be proud of yourself, Taurus, for the narrative you have developed for your life. You should keep following it and make sure to focus on the right balance between give and take, right? So that was your full moon reading, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh my God, I said it too late, but Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. Anyway, have a great full moon, Taurus. Goodbye. See you in your next reading.